Well, what's up guys, this is Daniel from Arms Family Homestead, and in today's video I'm going to do a little experiment. We're going to start a little experiment for the garden this year. I'm going to take some containers and try 3 different options. So I'm going to take some plants and try to grow in straight old goat manure from my barn, and then one that's just straight compost from my compost pile, and one that's a pre-mixed potting mix. So here we go. But before we get into that, I have a small confession to make. So today I went to the store to get more onions because I didn't quite buy enough onions the other day and I wanted a few more onions. And while I was there, I kind of have a problem. I know, it's okay. It's all right. But while I was there to go buy, you know, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 bundles of onions, I came home with this. They just so happen to have a bunch of plants in. And I haven't got many seeds started yet this year. And I couldn't resist. So we got some cabbage, we've got some cauliflower and broccoli. So that's what we're going to use for our little experiment today. So here's the containers that I'm going to be using. These are old molasses tubs, protein molasses tubs from my goats. I use them for feed bowls after they haven't, you know, after the goats finish off the molasses. But they're kind of dirty looking, but they've been clean. They've been sitting outside since last year, just being used as food bowls for my goats. So as I said, I'm going to do one that's straight goat manure clean out of the barn, one that's compost from my old hay pile, and one with the commercial potting soil mix. So I'm just going to write on the side of these containers what it is so we can keep track and know what we're doing. And today is Valentine's Day. Be sure to tell your pretty little ladies Happy Valentine's. So I'm going to put the date and what it is. 2/14/18. We'll put manure, M-A-N-U-R, manure, compost, potting soil. That way, I don't know if you can read it, that way we can all keep track of the experiment and see how it goes. So I'm down at the barn and I'm going to get the goat manure I was talking about. And what I'm not actually talking about using just, well, straight little goat manure pellets. That's not what I mean. I'm going to come out here, and all this is stuff that's been in the barn floor over here, kind of up against this wall for a long time now. And it's almost like it's just a powder. So it is mostly goat manure mixed with some old rotten hay and things like that that's kind of composted down a little bit out here in the barn. Here's a look at my compost. This was compost I made from that old hay pile. You can still see that there's some dirt clods in it and still some old hay, but it's pretty much all the way broken down. So we'll dump one full of that. And then here's the potting mix I'm going to be using. It's a Fertilome, ready to use, ultimate potting mix. This stuff is what I use for all of my soil blocks, for all of my seed starts. Every year. I've used this stuff for several years. It's a really, really good mix. Well, here we go. Let's bring you guys in close. There's my goat manure barn clean out. Like I said, it's not really just goat pellets, although there are still some goat pellets in there. This is my homegrown compost. Good, dark, rich looking stuff right there. That looks beautiful. And then here is the commercial potting mix. Man, It is getting warm in this greenhouse today. It's about 70 degrees outside here in Oklahoma today, so inside the high tunnel, I've got my ridge vent open, I've got the back wall raised up. It's actually really nice in here. There's just no airflow, so without the wind, you get kind of sweaty. So I don't think I'm gonna be putting cabbage. I don't think it's a good idea to put cabbage in here because they'll just get so big. There's only so much room here. So I may put maybe 1 or 2 broccoli and 1 or 2 cabbage and a few onions in each one, and we'll see how they do. Got everyone nestled in the soil. I'm gonna water them in really well. Give them a good healthy start. And last but not least, since it is still February and we're getting lots of nights down below freezing, I'm gonna make sure and cover these guys with a good layer of mulch. I'm using shredded leaves that we shredded out of our yard. Cover them up, kind of just nestle them in with a nice little warm blanket so those really cold nights don't freeze them out. And it'll help hold in that moisture and I don't have to water them every single day. So what are your thoughts on this? It's just a little experiment. Guys, every year I try to do these little experiments. I'm always just curious how things are going to do, how they'll perform in different conditions. These 3 little containers, you know, if I don't harvest anything from them, I don't harvest anything. But it's a learning experience, and that's what this channel is all about, is learning and helping you guys learn and maybe inspiring you to try something different, try something new. I've definitely never tried growing anything straight in that goat manure clean out of my barn. I don't know, I don't really feel like that's going to do just amazing, but you never know. If you don't try it, you don't know. And I'm sure people out there, I'm sure there's a lot of you guys that have tried things like this, and leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. How's this going to turn out between the manure, the compost, and the potting soil? Which one do you think is going to perform the best, and which one do you think is going to perform the worst? Each container has 2 broccoli, 2 cauliflower, and 2 onions. So, I don't know, I guess in a couple months we'll know the results, but I'll keep you guys posted, keep you up to date on what's going on with that. I'll probably find somewhere out here in the high tunnel and lay those out here on the ground just to get them off my table. The other plants over here, my other broccoli and cauliflower and cabbage, I'll probably come in here and put those in this raised bed in the next day or 2. I just don't have time to do it today. Believe it or not, I have a real job. So it's about 2:15 and I have to go to work at 3, and I'm out here all hot and sweaty. So I'm fixing to have to go in and clean up. First though, I'm gonna move the mobile chicken tractor, slide it down the raised bed a little ways and take care of those ladies. Finish my chores and go to work. Well guys, that's all I've got for today. Hope you enjoyed this video. It's just a learning process, and we'll see what happens. Be sure to leave a comment in the comment section down below and let me know which one you think is going to perform the best. If you've ever grown in straight goat manure, chicken manure, cow manure, anything like that, let me know how that performed. T-shirts, check it out. New t-shirt. Yep. So got some samples in from the company I'm working with. The logo is the same, but his was a little smaller, so I'm going to try to get that straightened out. And maybe we'll have some t-shirts available in the near future. And if you're not subscribed to our channel, I'd sure love for you to subscribe. If this is the first video you've seen, I hope you were blown away. Or at least maybe enjoyed it a little bit. But anyways, guys, if you're not subscribed, hit that little subscription button down below and be sure to ring the bell, and just maybe YouTube will notify you when we post a new video. Maybe. So anyways, guys, As always, I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. I hope the weather's as beautiful where you are as it is here in Oklahoma today. It's a gorgeous, awesome day. But unfortunately, it's time for me to go to work. So, as always, guys, y'all have a great day, and we'll see you on the next video.